The Amazon is more than a jungle. It's a living labyrinth where beauty and brutality walk side by side. Here, creatures that look like legends roam like it's their own world, each holding secrets we scarcely witness anywhere else. Some soar above the canopy with silent wings, others stir unnoticed beneath the soil or water. This is survival and enigma at their most intense. Today, we are going to take a look at the 15 most terrifying creatures ever reported in the Amazon. Number 15. Night Stalker of the Amazon. There are over 1,400 bat species around the world, with the Amazon accounting for more than 180. While every single one is scary and not to mess with, the vampire bat is something pretty different. Back in 2010, these monsters killed 5 children aged between 5 and 10 in Peru, so you can get a clear idea of why these creatures are terrifying. The vampire bat is not big like the flying fox or as weird-looking as the hammer-headed bat, but its bite is pure horror. They don't swoop, they sneak. Using heat-sensitive sensors, they locate veins under the skin and make a cut so fast and clean that most animals don't even react. Their saliva keeps the blood flowing, and they drink quietly before flying off. They rarely go after humans, but when they do, it's a serious problem, especially in poor, remote areas with no vaccines. And yet, these things share blood with each other. It's creepy teamwork. In the Amazon, the tiniest things often kill the quietest. Number 14. The scarlet-faced marvel of the trees. In the treetops of the Amazon swings a face you won't forget. Bright red, bald, and intense, the bald uakari monkey looks like it came from another planet. But that face means something. It's a health signal. The brighter and redder the skin, the healthier the monkey. Sick ones fade in color, and potential mates ignore them. These primates don't hang around the forest floor. They leap across high branches with unreal agility, spending most of their lives way above danger. Their diet includes fruit, seeds, and small insects, which they pluck while moving non-stop. They are social, loud, and live in groups, watching out for each other and sounding alarms when something's off. Their calls are harsh but effective, and their movements are fast enough to stay ahead of predators. For all their strange looks, they're survivors. In the Amazon, weird doesn't mean weak. And if you spot a bald uakari staring at you, just know, it's already decided you're not worth the trouble. Number 13. Peacock bass. Under the gleaming and gruesome waters of the Amazon, there is a living, breathing jewel. Its vivid appearance captivates, but one bite from its razor-toothed jaws can turn a peaceful swim into a battle for life and death. This breathtaking beast is called the peacock bass. At first look, its vibrant scales are mesmerizing, glowing gold, deep green, and bold black spots like the eyes on a peacock's feathers. But this beauty masks a savage hunter. Armed with piercing teeth and a deadly bite, this guy is built for ambush. It floats perfectly still, blending with sunlight patterns. When prey swims near, it erupts into action, snapping with stunning speed. Unlike fish that rely on pure speed, the peacock bass strikes with silence, power, and precision. It devours fish, shrimp, and even birds near the surface. For locals, it's both feared and respected. Anglers chase it for sport. But in the Amazon, beauty often hides brutality. Danger glides beneath the sparkle. Number 12. The pungent phantom of the rainforest. In a jingle full of color, flight, and beauty, this bird smells like cow poop. The hoatzin, or stink bird, is one of the strangest creatures in the Amazon. It doesn't sing or soar. It just smells awful. But it's still one of a kind. Its odor comes from its stomach, a gut designed to ferment plant matter like a cow does. That gut turns fruit and leaves into fuel, but also into stench. No predator wants to mess with it. What's even weirder is their chicks. Baby hoatzins hatch with claws on their wings. If they fall out of the nest, they can climb back up the tree like little dinosaurs. They don't fly right away. They claw their way back into safety. Scientists can't even place this bird neatly in evolutionary trees. It's just rare, loud, funky, and a bit prehistoric. In the Amazon, beauty gets the attention, but the Hotson proves that sometimes it's the gross ones that survive longest. Number 11. The truncated caecilian. Below the forest floor of the Amazon moves something that doesn't crawl, slither, or walk. It glides. Legless, slick, and barely known, the truncated caecilian isn't just weird-looking. It's unsettling. This amphibian looks like a worm, but bites like a predator. With curved, needle-sharp teeth, it drags invertebrates straight into its mouth. It's rarely seen by humans, not because it's shy, but because it lives almost entirely underground. It burrows through soil, weaving under roots and decaying leaves, ambushing worms and insects with zero warning. It's not fast, but it's effective. And while it looks basic on the outside, it's a surprisingly specialized killer. By controlling the population of invertebrates, it helps maintain the balance between soil life and the plants above. Scientists still know very little about its breeding or long-term behavior. It's proof that the Amazon's strangest predators aren't always loud or visible. Sometimes they look like nothing. Sometimes they're under your feet, and you don't notice until something moves. Number 10. Giant river turtle. It might drift calmly through the Amazon's waters, but don't be misled. When provoked, this armored titan turns into a fierce defender, prepared to crush anything that dares cross it. Beneath the glassy surface of the Amazon River moves a living relic, the giant river turtle. Reaching up to 3 feet long and tipping the scales at over 200 pounds, this reptile is one of the heaviest freshwater turtles on Earth. Its massive shell is a nearly unbreakable shield, and its powerful jaw isn't just for plants. It can snap with brutal force. Usually mellow, it turns aggressive when guarding its eggs. It'll face down predators far larger, biting with serious damage. These turtles are survivalists. They stay underwater for long stretches, surfacing just to breathe before vanishing again. Their herbivorous diet helps regulate plant growth and disperse seeds. Females dig deep nests and guard their eggs from jaguars, caimans, and vultures. In the Amazon, stillness doesn't equal weakness. It often hides strength waiting to react. Number 9. The forest floor monster. In the Amazon, there is a predator you can hear before you see. Its steps sound like dry leaves breaking under pressure. The Goliath bird eater is the heaviest spider on the planet, and it lives up to the name. This thing gets as wide as a dinner plate and can take down animals far bigger than insects. Birds aren't off limits. Neither are rodents. It doesn't spin webs. It chases, attacks, and bites. The venom won't kill a human, but it paralyzes prey fast. Once bitten, the spider liquefies the inside of its meal and drinks it. And if threatened, it doesn't just run. It rears up and defends with aggression. You won't see it climbing trees. It sticks to the ground. But that makes it no less dangerous. It plays a vital role in balancing insect and small animal populations. In the Amazon, you don't need fangs to terrify. 8 legs, weight, and silence are enough to clear a path. Number 8. The silent bloodsucker of the Amazon. This isn't the tiny leech you flick off your leg at a creek. The Amazonian giant leech is something else entirely. It can stretch up to 18 inches long and latch onto its victim with zero warning. The victim just suffered the pain. Once it's locked in, it feeds for hours, draining blood while increasing the risk of infection. Its mouth is lined with barbed teeth, and once it's in, good luck getting it off. It'll go after fish, amphibians, mammals, and yes, humans too. It waits buried in muddy riverbeds, blending in with the bottom. You won't see it until you feel it. But don't confuse gross with useless. These leeches actually help keep river ecosystems balanced by feeding on the weak and sick. Still, their method is brutal. They're proof that in the Amazon, danger isn't loud. It's patient, silent, and sometimes lying just under your foot while you think the water's calm. Number 7. The night stalker of the Amazon. Most predators chase. This one waits. The Amazonian giant centipede doesn't need speed to terrify. It's already a nightmare before it moves. Stretching over a foot long, it slinks through the rainforest with dozens of twitching legs and venomous claws. It doesn't kill for show. It does it fast and efficiently. Insects, frogs, rodents, and even bats aren't safe. It once grabbed a bat mid-flight, wrapped around it, bit down, and dragged it back. That's not instinct, that's precision. It strikes with no hesitation, injecting venom that paralyzes quickly. Then it takes its time. You don't find many of these out in the open. They stay under rocks, leaves, or tree bark, hidden until something walks too close. And if you disturb it, don't expect it to flee. Expect it to fight. Number 6. The razor-toothed hunters of the Amazon. Everyone's heard the stories, and most of them are true. The red-bellied piranha doesn't work alone. It hunts in schools. One by one, they tear into flesh like machines. Each fish is only about a foot long, but with razor-edged teeth and pack behavior, they overwhelm anything that slips up. They're scavengers, but also predators. Their diet includes fish, insects, and unlucky animals that fall into the water. They're quick to frenzy if they sense weakness or blood. And when that happens, it's over fast. Their jaws clamp tight. Their coordination is brutal. It doesn't take long before nothing is left but bones. Attacks on humans are rare, but when they're starving, they'll bite anything that moves. They're also ecosystem cleaners, removing diseased or dying creatures from rivers. But don't think that makes them soft. In the Amazon, they're feared for a reason. Still water can hold chaos underneath. And when piranhas swarm, it's best to stay away. Number 5. The terrifying vampire of the Amazon. There's a fish in the Amazon that makes people think twice about swimming. It's not big or looks terrifying, but the candiru, aka the vampire fish, is a real-life horror story. It's a parasitic catfish the size of a finger, but what it does is worse than anything its size suggests. It detects traces of ammonia in urine, which guides it straight to its victim. And yes, that means it targets humans too. Once it finds a host, it enters small openings and locks itself in place using sharp barbs. From there, it feeds, painfully and relentlessly. Removing it usually means surgery. Most attacks are rare, but the reputation is real, and locals know better than to dismiss it. Beyond the shock factor, the candiru still plays a role in the ecosystem by helping regulate other fish populations. But in the Amazon, even the smallest thing in the river might be the last thing you ever see coming. Number 4. The tiny killer of the rainforest. It's colorful, it's tiny, and it's armed like a chemical weapon. The poison dart frog doesn't need size to kill. Its skin is coated in toxins potent enough to stop a predator cold. Some species can kill several humans with a single dose. That bright blue, red, or yellow coloring isn't just for show, it's a warning. And smart predators listen. The poison comes from its diet: ants, termites, and other insects packed with chemical defenses. The frog eats them, absorbs the toxins, and turns its body into a walking hazard. Indigenous tribes figured this out centuries ago. They rubbed darts on the frog's back and used them for hunting, hence the name. These frogs leap through the jungle with speed, blending into the leaves unless you know what you're looking for. Number 3. The living lightning of the Amazon. It doesn't have teeth like a piranha. It doesn't stalk like a caiman. But one shock from this fish and you're paralyzed. The electric eel isn't an eel at all. It's a knife fish, but with a built-in power supply. It can generate up to 600 volts of electricity. One jolt is enough to stun prey instantly. Multiple shocks can stop larger threats from getting any closer. It lives in slow-moving, murky waters, where vision is useless, and electricity becomes the main tool. It hunts by emitting electric bursts, stunning fish long enough to snatch them. It defends with a harder shock that causes muscles to lock up. And yes, humans can feel it. Step in the wrong place, and the jolt hits your nerves hard. It also uses low-voltage pulses to navigate and communicate. This isn't a random survival trick, it's evolution gone tactical. In the Amazon, power doesn't always mean size. Number 2. The insect that feels like a bullet. You won't see it first, you'll feel it. The sting of a bullet ant doesn't just hurt, it shuts everything else down. Victims describe it as pure, burning pain that lasts for hours. The ant itself isn't large, it's about the length of your fingertip. But when it bites, its venom attacks the nervous system directly. The result is agony that spreads through limbs like fire. One sting is bad. Multiple can send you to the ground. These ants don't work alone either. They defend nests in groups, swarming and striking with coordination. If they think you're a threat, you'll know fast. Some tribes use the sting in initiation rituals. Hands placed in gloves filled with bullet ants. The pain is the test. These ants aren't just dangerous, they're respected. In the Amazon, size means nothing. Pain is power. And when something earns the name bullet, it's not about how it looks, it's what it feels like. Number 1. Giant otter. Smooth and playful on the surface, this Amazonian river giant hides lethal instincts beneath its charm. Working in groups, it dominates its river territory, hunting with boldness and warning rivals with a roar that cuts through the rainforest. Moving through the Amazon's rivers is a surprising apex predator, the giant otter. Measuring up to 6 feet, these streamlined hunters combine speed, strength, and unity to rule their waters. Behind their curious appearance lies relentless predation. They're capable of killing fish, caimans, and even big river animals. What sets them apart is their teamwork. They live in tight-knit groups, planning attacks together. They can corner prey, chase it down, or scare it off entirely. Their voices are sharp, screeches that warn intruders or guide packmates. This coordination, paired with their fluid movements, makes them top-tier hunters. Beyond combat, they're social, playing, swimming, and bonding. But beneath it all is instinct, sharpened over centuries. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you soon in the next one.